So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Z4 Games, and as promised I'm bringing to you guys a full profile on Sacred Beasts, post Sacred Beast structure deck. So literally as soon as you get that structure deck, you can put this deck together and have tons of not only fun, but consistent and powerful fun with the Sacred Beasts. Like, it's just absolutely crazy how consistent they get just from that structure deck alone. So if you enjoy this video, please give us a like, give us a thumbs up down below so you don't miss out on any future content. Doing that really helps us and gives us all the support that we could possibly need from you guys. So as promised, let's get into this profile. Starting off with the Sacred Beasts themselves, I'm playing 2 Raviel, 2 Haman, and 1 Yugioh. There's actually many ways that you can build this deck. There is Double Beast Turbo, like Stun, where you just focus on the 2 of the Sacred Beasts of your choice, mostly always including Haman, and then you pick one of these 2, and you just play with the trap cards to lock your opponent out from monster effects and spell effects as well. There is Armatile Turbo, where you're just literally focusing on Armatile with the fusion spell and just getting him onto the board for OTKs. And then there's the build that I'm playing, which literally utilizes all of them in one way or another. But I've gone with this ratio just because you're mostly going to be using these 2. This Raviel is mostly for your big damaging players, Haman's for your stun and protection. And I'm playing the Yugioh just because I really do like Yugioh, and he has good back row removal effect, and it's just really cool. I just like to play all of them. And then we're playing the honorary Sacred Beast in a way, is Raviel, Lord of Phantasm's Heaven's Crushing Fist. This is one of the new ones from the structure deck, where you can just, it's sort of a battle hand trap honest thing, where if Raviel does battle, you can discard this, double Raviel's attack, and he can attack all monsters your opponent controls. So you can pump up a Raviel to like 8k on at least, and then if you use Raviel's effect, you can double that even more. This is absolutely insane. I'm only playing as a 1 of it because you can actually recur this card and somewhat quote unquote search it by sending it to a tribute thing to add it back to hand. So there's a lot of consistency with the Heaven's Crushing Fist. So that's it for the Sacred Beast monsters, like in terms of like the big guys themselves. Then we're playing 3 copies of Dark Beckoning Beast. This is your Stratos of the deck. You normal summon this, you can add any of the Sacred Beasts or a card that specifically lists them. And then once per turn, during your main phase, you gain an additional normal summon of a 0/0 Fiend. So bear in mind those stats because they do get important when we get to the support in the deck. Then we're playing Chaos Summoning Beast. This is like your Dark Summoning Beast, but somewhat kind of better because you can tribute this to summon any of them from your hand. You can actually declare your battle phase that turn, as opposed to Dark Summoning Beast, which locks you out of that. But Dark Beckoning Beast, you can also banish it. Chaos Summoning Beast, you can banish it, and then add Fallen Paradise from deck to hand. It's very nice consistency for your field spell. We are still playing though 2 Dark Summoning Beasts, just because you can actually consistently add them to hand, the beasts to hand, which then lets us summon them much easier. And there's other ways that we can summon them as well. So you don't actually need to max out on Chaos Dark Summoning Beast. We still play it though because we do want to get access to it, especially for like that combo which you saw on the channel previously. Very, very powerful. Now I'm playing 1 copy of Chaos Core. This is your consistency for your Armatile because you can target this and you can send all copies of Sacred Beast from deck to graveyard, which is very nice then for your fusion spell because then you can just banish them from graveyard to get your Armatile. I'm playing 2 copies of Tour Guide, 1 copy of Sangam, 1 copy of Fiendish Wash Rhino for like level 3 engine for fiends. Tour Guide helps us go into our rank 3 players. Sangam consistency for pretty much all of the cards in your deck, and then Fiendish Wash Rhino is also consistency for your deck because you can send them to graveyard to get necessary either effects or further adding to hand. And then for the little engine that I've been noticing going around, I've been playtesting it, it's actually been doing very nicely, is a small DD engine of 3 Serpent Kepler and 1 Lamia. This is easy tribute fodder for your RVL, which is just absolutely insane. Literally, if you open up with either Kepler or Gate, you can then, no, Kepler, it has to be Kepler. So if you open up with Kepler and the Dark Summoning Beast, Dark Beckoning Beast, you can go Dark Beckoning Beast to add one of the secret, like RVL to hand, or the 7 Spirit Gates, and activate that to add RVL to hand. Then you can use Dark's effect to gain additional normal summon of a 0/0 Fiend. You can normal summon your Kepler, which adds to your Gate, play Gate to add Lamia, use Lamia's effect to send Gate to grave to summon herself. Then you got 3 Fiends on the field for your RVL summon. Very, very easy, very, very powerful. And the continuous spell engine as well, the Gates, Dark Contract with the Gate, is also good for your Haman summons as well. And for Lost of Monsters, I am playing one Puppet Monster. He's another 0/0 Fiend. So you can actually go Dark Beckoning, search your pillars search as your whatever, like your RVL. Then you can tribute your Dark Beckoning for Puppet Master. Puppet Master gets 2 Fiends back, and you can sacrifice them for RVL. Like, it's just absolutely insane. Like, how versatile these cards are. Just because they have a certain attack and defense stat. That's it for monsters. Moving on to spells, we have our 7 Spirit Gates Unleashed. This searches out pretty much every monster in your deck that's either is a Sacred Beast or lists them. I'm playing 1 copy of Cerulean Skyfire. You search this with your Dark Beckoning, and then it's spell effect negation with your Haman. It's very, very powerful. 1 copy of Dimension Fusion Destruction. I'm only playing 1 copy of this because I'm not focused on Armatar, but I like to have this so Armatar is accessible. 1 copy of Fallen Paradise. You may think is a bit bizarre considering it's your main field spell of the deck for your protection and your consistency, but you can actually search this very, very easily. I may bump this up to 2 though. That's probably the highest ratio I'd play this card at. Just because it's so easy to get access to it. Considering it lists the Sacred Beast by names, Dark Beckoning can search it, but also your Chaos Summoning can search this as well. So you have like 6 ways to search that, plus the 7 gates to search those. That's like 9 ways to search Fallen Paradise. For our DD engine, we're playing 2 copies of Dark Contract with the Gate. I don't want to see too much of this, but I want to see it enough for my Savant Kepler. 2 copies of Allure. You can bump this up to 3 if you so want to. If you want to play 3 Allure, I'll probably drop down some of the Keplers maybe. 1 copy of 1 for 1, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Monster Reborn to round up the spells. For the traps, we're playing 2 copies of the Sacred Beast Awakening. This is your monster effect negation with the Sacred Beast. If you has an additional effect, it has 3 effects depending on how many Sacred Beasts that you have in play. If you have 1, each time your opponent normal special summons a monster, you gain life points equal to that monster's attack. 2, negate all monster effects activated on your opponent's field. 3, any monster sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Very, very powerful trap card, very powerful stun negation. So I we're playing 2 copies of this. But I'm also playing 1 copy of Hyper Blaze. This gives Uriah a certain attack if you want to swing for damage with Uriah himself. By being able to send a trap from deck to graveyard when Uriah does battle, he gains 1000 attack for both players' graveyards, how many trap cards they have in general. So, like, whether it's normal, continuous, counter, you name it, if it's a trap card, UI is getting 1000 attack points in battle. All you have to do is send a trap card from deck to grave, so it could be any of our Sacred Beasts Awakening. That's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. We are playing 2 copies of Armatar the Chaos Phantasm. I play 2 copies of it because you can legitimately summon 2 copies of it in a game. If one of them doesn't work, you got another one. Because it's so easy to get the 3 Sacred Beasts onto the field now. There's literally, as again, the 2 card combo ends on 2 of them already. So you just had to get the 3rd one on field. You can then hard summon this naturally, or you can just use your fusion spell to summon that. But I am taking 1 copy of the Phantasm Emperor Trilogy. This is the new card that came out recently in Dual Overload. Good monster, like, it's an option, which is why I'm playing it, and your extra deck is so open anyway, so you can afford to play text like this. It's got a 4K stat, just takes 3 level 10 monsters, which all the Sacred Beasts are, and since it is a Phantasm monster, your fusion spell can summon this. And if this card is special summoned, or if another monster is special summoned from the graveyard to your field while you control this monster, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. You can only use this effect or Trilogy once per turn, so it is nice burn damage if you need it. We're playing one copy of number XX Utopic Dark Infinity. This is where all like the text are now coming in. Just takes level 10 monsters, so it's just a nice beat stick option for you. One copy of Levier the Sea Dragon. This is the main one I would actually advise playing, as well as DDD Stone King Darius. Any deck that I can summon this in, I'm just putting it in. I actually never get to summon this in the DDD deck, so any deck that can summon it, I'm playing it. It is just nice monster removal and burn damage as well. And then just we're playing Link monsters now for the rest of it. We're playing the 1 Triple Burst Dragon. You don't really get to summon Link 4s, so Link 3 is the highest I go. And if I have a 1 Link 3 limp like requirement, I'm just going to pick Triple Burst because it is effect negation during the damage step battle phase. One copy of Predaplant, Vasta, and Conda. You can use this, like any 2 monsters basically makes this, which then makes your lets you resolve your Destruction Fusion. It's very nice. One copy of Cherubini, Burning Abyss. You make this with your Tour Guide engine, which helps you with your Phoenix Rush Rhino play, which is very nice. One copy of Nightmare, Phoenix, and Cerberus. One copy of Wee Witch. One copy of Underclock Taker. If you get Underclock Taker and Armor Tile, any monster's basically dropping to 0. And then the only card that I would advise playing more than one of is the Sun of Great Mirage. This is all part of your plays. Helps you get your Dark Beckoning Beasts and your Fiends in graveyards, so I highly advise picking these cards up. 2 of them at max, you don't really need more than 2. But that, guys, is the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. I have been playtesting this deck like crazy, trying to learn the ins and outs of it, the consistency, the builds. Like, this is absolutely insane. Heck, there's even plays where you can like get your 2 Sacred Beasts on field with your field spell and even a Union Carrier and equipping like Buster Whelp to your Rabiel, like using the new archetype from the upcoming set. Like, it's just absolutely insane. So once that set comes out and this deck comes out, I'll be playtesting that and you'll see another future combo for that variant. So long as Buster Whelp doesn't get hit on the banners. So as always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, as always, happy dueling.